Good morning. It's November 5th. It's a Tuesday morning. It's going to be about 75 degrees out today. Crazy weather for Boston, but I'm here for it. This week we're talking about The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, an amazing book. Some might say it's on psychology, self-improvement, self-growth, learning how to overcome obstacles. This book has been great. If you've seen any of my other videos, there is many awesome topics to be taken from this book and from this man in general. He has other books that I'm going to get into down the line when I'm not doing Disney content. We did a live stream last night. Thank you for anyone and everyone that tuned in. And we're trying to get the hang of things here. I love the title, The Obstacle is the Way, because the only way forward is through. When you're facing something tough, you got to just go through it. You have to. Genius is the ability to put into effect what is in your mind into your life. I love this quote, this saying. I think he says it's by F.C. Scott or Fitzgerald. I'm not sure. I didn't write that down. I probably should have. The ability to put into effect what is in your mind, and there's no other definition. Sounds pretty true to me. He uses Steve Jobs as a great example for this. The ability to put what's in your mind into effect. I love this. This all ties into obstacles in our way, how we overcome them, how we choose to go through hurdles in our lives. If you believe in the obstacle more than you believe in the goal, this is going to greatly impact your outcome. And it's a good question. Why do most people believe in the obstacle more than they believe in the goal? Why, when you're coming up with a new idea, do people always tell you how hard it's going to be? Is it that you're talking to the wrong people? Am I talking to the wrong people? Good question. If you believe in the obstacle more than you believe in the goal, this will definitely make it hard to achieve your goal, for sure. Why do most people believe that the obstacles are so hard to reach, rather than believing in themselves and believing that their goal is achievable? I like that a lot. And then I ask, is it from being constantly let down? I think that when people face so much disappointment in life, and you're always looking at the cup half empty rather than half full, it's very, very easy to get discouraged, and it's very easy to have ideas in your head or obstacles, however you want to call them, and be discouraged by the fact that, it might be an uphill battle. And that goal looks unattainable. A great example is how Steve Jobs, he was thinking outside of the box. He was pushing the limits of manufacturing when he designed the iPhone. Everybody told him it couldn't be done, that his limits couldn't be met, that his ideas couldn't be met, that they couldn't get this done or they couldn't get that done. And that man had an idea that was never created yet. He was always thinking outside of the box. He was always up against people saying, this can't be done, that can't be done, and he would fire them immediately. I love that. You need people on your team that are going to say, let's work it out, let's look into it, let's have an open mind towards this. Let's never say never. Nothing is impossible in life. I love that. Whenever you're up against something in life, whatever you're trying to do, lose weight, get healthy, put a new resume in for a job, go to a meeting, start a business, be there for your family. You have to believe in yourself before anyone's going to believe in you. You have to believe in yourself before anyone is going to believe in what you're doing or anything else. If you go to people not having a full confidence in whatever you're trying to do, they're not going to be sold on it, and they're not going to be there for you. Most of them won't be. Whenever you're trying to do something different or a way that it hasn't been done, people are going to say it's impossible. That's because they've never done it before. Are you going to have a hard time doing what has never been done? Probably. More than likely you will. When new things are being created or inspired, they gather a lot of criticism. When a new artist paints something that they think is phenomenal, they put their heart and soul into, and they're not yet established, people will be quick to dismiss them, and that painting's nothing. Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and none of Vincent van Gogh's paintings became famous till after he was dead. You never know what's going to work. Nothing's impossible. That's what I took from this. Steve Jobs said when you factor in vision and work ethic, that life was malleable, that you could form it into anything that you wanted to do. I love that. I love that quote, that saying, however you want to phrase it. Nothing is impossible. With enough vision and work ethic, you can do whatever you want in life. I truly believe that in my heart. I'm living proof that this is possible. I don't like to dwell on the past, but I probably shouldn't be alive or be here. And every day, following my dreams, doing this YouTube channel, spending time with my family, to me, for a long time in my life, was impossible. So if anyone's out there listening, you don't have to compare yourself to Steve Jobs. You don't have to compare yourself to me or anybody else, but there's always a way forward. No matter what you're doing or going through, change your perspective, you can get over any obstacle. That's what I got from that. A lot of what we learn in life is as being a child. If you're told or you're brought up in a way that, you can't go after your dreams, or that's out of your league, society will try to keep you where you are if you like it. Social climbing, or from the slums to a CEO, from poor to a billionaire, or however you want to look at it. You need to look at things like people's opinions and assumptions aren't law. That's what Steve Jobs said. People's opinions and assumptions aren't law. Unless they are law, and they're not. So you can take everything that somebody says with a grain of salt, as they say. With communication and discussions, you can accomplish everything. I think communication's a huge topic here. If you're not talking to the right people, you're not going to be able to get over the hurdles that you want to do. It's going to be very difficult to do it on your own. I found that out in my life. I lean on my family daily, weekly, and a close group of friends for anything that I encounter in life. And that has definitely made a huge impact in my life. I'm looking for feedback on these videos, and I don't even know where to go. I have asked very few people, a couple people here and there. But if anyone out there has any feedback on what they took from this book, Ryan Holiday's The Obstacle is the Way, I would love to hear their opinions and how it's impacted your life as well. And that goes for anything. Feel free to chime in. I'd love to open up the dialogue on any of these book reviews that we're doing, on any philosophy-related information. I want to know how to improve my life, how to improve these videos, how to improve my speech. But more importantly, if anyone out there's life has been impacted in a positive way from overcoming hurdles or obstacles when people told them it wasn't possible, I'd love to know. I really would. I really believe that we make our own luck in life. We get ourselves in and out of situations constantly. Life is always moving. I've taken this from that book as well. If you don't try to go after your dreams, or you set your standards or what you're aiming for too low, you'll never really know what could have been. And I'm not trying to live a mediocre life. And this book basically outlines how to get through anything in your life. And this is just one chapter, one book. These things have helped me so much in my life. I hear this from a lot of other people, not to rock the boat, rock the ship. They talk about this in the book. It never really applied to me. I always went after whatever I wanted in life. Does anyone else feel like that out there? I've always had an open mind, especially in the last 8 years of my life. Before that, I had an open mind, but in a negative way, to say the least. But I was never the only person that would get in my way would be myself. And to aiming too low I definitely lacked the guidance and they say you'll be as successful as the five closest people that are around you, or you'll be as successful as the people you talk to for no reason. So for the people that I was hanging around with and that guided me, for me, I shot for the moon. And now I'm amongst the stars. As cliche as that is, I'm very grateful and lucky to be here. Yeah, has anyone else went after their dreams and succeeded and has a great story? I'd love to hear about it. Has anyone else ever done any public speaking and have any tips? Let me know. Whenever you're trying to achieve something big, go after a big goal or a big dream. We've been talking about that a lot this couple chapters, but why not, Let's all go after our dreams. He says that it's our perception that limits us to how big we can dream, how big our goals can be. How big do I want to make this YouTube channel? How committed am I to going after what I want to go after? What do I want to go after? That's a good question. I'm not really sure in that sense. For me, I just want to live my life. I want to go to Disney World. I want to travel the world. I want to read. I want to write. I want to journal. And this is like a live journal. This is as real as it's going to get. This is therapeutic for me. This is very therapeutic. I love writing out these mini book reports, chapter reviews, and putting them on film. I love editing these videos. Editing is awesome. I wish I found editing sooner. But there is really no goal or dream for this. The goal and the dream is always the same, to constantly be learning, listening, improving, and finding love in all things that I do. And from this, I'm learning how to overcome any obstacle that I do encounter. I probably want to take a storytelling class. There's a friend told me about one in Chicago that you can go to for the weekend. I just want to be surrounded by like-minded people. That's how I ended up in Disney World so much, because everyone shares the same passion there. And if I can get involved with people that enjoy my passion, it makes everything else easier. So, and my passion for psychology is huge in reading. I don't read anything but motivational, spiritual, self-help books. I'm not interested in any other style of books. As much as I would like to read them, this stuff takes up most of my day. I just always want to improve. That's my thing, This is just a way for me to express my artistic abilities. This is raw, this is real, this is freedom. This to me is the American dream. Everyone has their own idea of what it is. This is me, Franco. This is my life. Writing, journaling, editing, filming, spending time with my family, reading these books, sharing it with you guys. I hope we can generate some sense of a community here and get some dialogue going, like I said before, about books. Please send any recommendations my way if you get to this point in the video. To an artist or anyone that's creative, that's looking to start something new, if no one has done it, it might be an obstacle. But that's only because they haven't done it before. And that makes it so much more a reason to do it. I love doing things that no one's doing. I love that this channel is Disney related and philosophy and psychology related. For me, that's what I'm doing. I haven't seen anyone else do it. That doesn't need to feed my ego. I could care less if anyone else is doing it. I wish somebody was doing it so I would have something to look for, but nevertheless, it's just more of an example how I'm going to learn, grow. This is going to be one hell of a journey. We're 3 months in this week. Actually, the 8th will be 3 months. And it's been one hell of a ride. It's been really fun. I never knew that I would be doing book reviews on film, chapter reviews, or my take on them. I think that's great. I've never looked at any of this stuff like it is an obstacle. I look at it like people look at their love of playing video games or a sport or whatever you like to do as a hobby. I think my open-mindedness and being flexible in everything that I'm into has given me success in whatever I do in life. Financially, emotionally. It's just made me a better human being and adaptable to be able to say, hey, yeah, today I'm going to do a book review. Why not? It's Tuesday. It's a good enough reason for me. So let's do a book review, you know? Might be crazy to someone, but not me. Back to being an artist, being someone that wants to be creative, anyone that's going to be an entrepreneur. You have to be an aggressive savage in whatever you're doing. You have to commit to it like the air that you breathe. Maybe you don't. I do. I need to be utterly committed to whatever I'm doing. That's how I find the most success in whatever I do. All right, guys, whenever we encounter an obstacle, look at it like an opportunity. As I have creating this YouTube channel, I was looking for something to do, something that I was passionate about. And I've been passionate about these books. And now these books have become an opportunity for me to get in front of the camera, talk to an audience. As little as it is, that has no impact on this. Just keep going after your dreams, as I am trying to. And if I can inspire or get to one person that needed a little help or support in the right direction, I'm grateful and humble for that. I used to be a broken human being. And not that I'm completely together now, I'm better. I'm just trying to stand on the shoulders of giants and put out the information that I've been given from people that have given it to me and have been kind enough to show me love and support. I hope that everyone's having a great day. I'm Franco, packed and ready to go. Remember to stay humble, stay blessed, and be grateful. And more importantly, make sure you call your mother. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.